Hey everybody, I'm Kelly Ellers.
I'm Jeffrey Lonan.
And this is Volume Up by TheTease. So Jeffrey, it was Mother's Day. Did you celebrate the mothers in your life?
Yes, very much so. As best I can, with two little kids, it's a little tough. They want to be involved, and that's fun and also not fun.
I think the biggest Mother's Day myth is like, let's have young children make breakfast for you in bed.
Yeah.
It never happens.
Yeah.
And it's not good if it did.
Yeah. No. My eldest daughter cannot not write on cards. So, like, you get a fun, cute card, and then she just like trashes it with crayon. And like, it's sweet, but it's like, then you can't read.
Then it's there. You go.
So then, so we're just adding another collection or another card to the collection of things you can't read. But I mean, I hope Kate had a good day, and my mom and my mother-in-law. But you did something really big for your mom, not exactly for Mother's Day, but let's talk about it. I think we said maybe something on the podcast about it before, but
so we took off to Vegas,
left us high and dry here on the podcast,
and the mom and I went to Lady Gaga. It was her jazz and piano show. So not your typical, personas. It was just her. And it was absolutely amazing.
I mean, let's spill a little bit. What did you experience? What was happening? Set the stage. I mean, we heard a little bit about it from Frederick Aspiris in terms of go see it, but you went and saw the damn thing. So you were very close.
And I was paying a lot of attention to the looks, the hair looks specifically. But, she wore a lot of large head pieces, mostly. Very large, tucked into her hair.
Plumage.
Hair slicked back. There was a top hat involved as well, as one should have in a jazz show. And, she did pull a couple of little Gaga-ish sort of stunts. Like, I did see her butt cheeks often.
Would it be a Gaga show without a butt cheek? Yep.
Which seemed like, whoa, that was strange during the middle of the song, but it happened. And we were sitting very close. And so let me give you a little concert tip. I didn't realize that the piano is always on the left side of the stage. So we had great tickets, but if they would have been on the other side of the stage, we wouldn't have seen her at all. She played the entire show right in front of us. Isn't that crazy?
Wow. I would never have thought that until you said it. Now it makes perfect sense. But you really lucked out, though. We encourage everybody to go to Kelly's archive stories, her highlight reel, which will be Lady Gaga. So you can see just how close she was, because it was quite a view.
I mean, a feather from her literal cap could have hit me. That's how close we were.
I was going to say, did it hit you? Did you keep that feather? I would have loved that.
Oh, the best thing is that it started raining Lady Gaga $100 bills coming from the sky. Yes, it was amazing. I have some. I'll send one to you.
Okay, please. I'll frame it. But your mom enjoyed it. I mean, it was for her birthday. Shout out to your mom. It was
for the big 7-0.
You said it. I didn't say it.
Yep. And I mean, the woman looks like she's 50. So
no, it's true.
And the funniest thing, when we checked in to the hotel, I said, "Oh, I'm here for my mom's birthday. She's 70. And the lady at the check-in goes, "Aren't they cute when they're that age?" I guess. So my mom wasn't there to hear that, but I did share it with her. And I was like, maybe she thought I said 7, but I did say my mom. So I don't know. It was all sorts of Vegas-ness happening.
Makes you wonder. Vegas. Well, I'm glad that you had a good time, and I'm glad that she did. And happy belated Mother's Day to all of our mothers out there that are listening.
Indeed.
All right, let's get into it. On last week's episode, we kicked off Mental Health Awareness Month with Suzanne Post. Suzanne is a hairstylist, salon owner, and co-founder of Sheer Haven, an initiative of the YWCA, Nashville, and Middle Tennessee. Sheer Haven's domestic violence awareness education program equips stylists with the knowledge and tools to recognize the signs of domestic violence, successfully navigate conversations with clients who may be in danger, and pass along tools that can help them get to safety. And Suzanne was integral And Suzanne was an integral part of working to get Tennessee legislation passed that requires domestic violence training for all cosmetologists, which is truly a model for the country. So we hope that you liked that episode. If you didn't hear it, go back and listen. And if you like learning more about the industry, those who are enacting change and creating a better world, make sure that you subscribe, rate, and review, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, all of the places. Look for @ReadTheTease and send in questions to volumeup@thetease.com.
On this week's episode, we talked with Marybel Yepez and Jessica Gudinos, two hairstylists from Wild Roots Salon and Boutique in Waco, Texas. They specialize in cuts, color, blowouts, updos, and extensions. All of it, right? Between the two of them, they have over 30 years of experience in our beloved industry. Marybel and Jessica were two stylists of the 15 at their first New York Fashion Week, selected from many across the country. Since their first week in the fall of last year, they have attended one other fashion week and will be attending another this fall. We heard all about their journey to one of the biggest weeks in fashion and their advice for others who aspire to see their creations on the runway.
Love that. And we're going to get to all sorts of editorial hair in a minute because we will talk about the Met Gala. We have to. But before that, there's something that's been popping up with one of my favorite celebrities in an unexpected place, maybe for her. And that is a one Martha Stewart. So Martha is the OG. Like there's really no one better. She's doing the damn thing for decades, just like Jessica and Marybel. But she's hawking some skincare on TikTok. So what are your thoughts on this situation?
I've got a lot, perhaps not as, off character as her relationship with Snoop Dogg. However, is it Clodippo?
Clodippo. Clodippo?
However,
isn't it? I keep the pronunciation because of the TikTok videos, but anyway.
However, Clodippo, the Japanese skincare and makeup company, she's targeting it to the gen, obviously on TikTok, 13 to 25. And I don't know about you, but I could not have afforded a $280 eye contour cream or a $550 moisturizer. I don't even buy it now. So is it the right demo? Was it the right move for Clodippo?
Maybe for awareness. I mean, good for her for getting that money at her. She's 80 maybe plus.
She looks great.
She looks incredible. And maybe it's because of Clodippo. I mean, that's certainly what she's going to want. Say that 10 times fast. That's what she wants us to think. I think it's a little strange. I can't imagine Gen Z's
rushing over to Sephora. I don't even know if they sell it there. Neiman's? But anyway, she also claims that she has not had any plastic surgery. No knives have touched her face or her body. However, I just want to say that, Martha, where are the wrinkles at? You didn't talk about Botox or fillers, because I would bet she had some. 80 and she looks that great.
Yeah.
I mean,
whatever.
She's
again,
wonderful.
I'm a Martha stan. Her mom, Big Martha, also looked great into her old age. She did. Right. So yeah, it could be maybe all of that recreational
Snoop
something use that she's doing with her friend. It's legal here in California, and other places around the country. Yeah, maybe it's keeping her young, refreshed. Relaxation. The Clodippo and the weed. But I think probably also the injectables. Let's be real. Yeah, she looks great though. No shade. We love Martha here.
We do.
Maybe not on TikTok. All right. Let's talk about other things that are trending. The editorial team at TheTease.com has been hard at work this week uncovering industry news, looking into trends and brands that you don't know, but you probably should. And here are some of our favorite headlines. We talked about it already, the Met Gala. It's what everybody's been talking about. And even a week after the fact, the first Monday in May, it's back. We went through our favorite looks on TheTease.com, and we're going to give you a little taste. So easily the most fashionable night of the year, this year's extravaganza brought forth a slew of fashion and Hollywood's most influential figures to celebrate the second installment of the Metropolitan Museum of Art's exhibition on American fashion called America, an Anthology of Fashion. Alongside Anna Wintour, Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, Regina King, and Lin-Manuel Miranda, who served as this year's celebrity co-chairs. The Gilded Glamour theme was the official dress code of the night. Attendees were tasked with paying homage to opulence and the glitz of New York City's Gilded Age with their ensembles, and more importantly, with their hair, which we get into on TheTease.com. Go there, check it all out. There's like 25 plus celebs. We really dove into it. But I'm curious, Kelly, who were your most favorite looks from the night?
So my hands down favorite who got the assignment was Cara Delevingne. She just absolute perfection. But I am a sucker for a woman in menswear. I think it's classy. I love it. So, you know, her golden waves matched her perfectly.
Golden something
body
else.
makeup.
Yep. Okay, let's just put it out there. I mean, she definitely was gilded. There's getting around that.
She was like a statue, and she had the cane. I loved it. So second up, you know, I always like a good SJP look. She had a very intricate updo, which I would like to know how many wefts of extensions did it take to get that literal weave. So I love it. And I love a good fascinator and a headpiece. Right. Okay. And then finally, Kaya Gerber. So good.
I thought that was a distasteful sigh. No,
I loved it so much. You know, giving the pre-Raphaelite realness. Did I say that right? With her dreamy, ultra long waves. So I think she also was amazing.
Yeah, there was a lot of that sort of center part wavy going on, which was, I guess, period appropriate. We love to see it. People understood the assignment. I think it's hard to say. I really, really enjoyed Emma Chamberlain, which is not somebody that I enjoy in real life, like the YouTuber. I mean, I'm a sucker for that platinum, and I thought that it was really, really a cool look. Again, these new influencers have not necessarily been well received by fashion, but I thought like she looked great. So I was into her look. In terms of like really ornate styling, I don't know that I had I think Normani with her fascinator situation was also pretty cool. Chloe Bailey's mouth bee thing I thought was interesting. There was a lot of stuff going on.
I liked it. I thought it was better than other years where you're just like, ugh, didn't get it.
It started slow. Like, let's be
hard.
clear. And the editors sort of get into that. Like there was a lot of black on the red carpet, kind of not exciting, but then folks showed up and were like really bringing it. There was some interesting things that we get into on TheTease.com. Gabrielle Union, for example, was talking about how the Gilded Age was not so great for black and brown folks. And so she had like drops of blood in her hair, which was really, I think, interesting. They were like beads. All right. So, I mean, we would be remiss not to cover the topic of the evening. At least that's what Vogue and others would have us think, which is the Kim Kardashian of it all wearing Marilyn Monroe's famous Happy Birthday, Mr. President dress. What are your immediate reactions? What did you think?
You know, I thought she looked absolutely flawless. And, you know, the hair slicked back, platinum blonde, not taking away from the allure of the dress, I thought was also a great choice.
I mean, we talked about this in the group Slack. At first, I thought it was a wig because Kim has been known, as we all know, to wear some wigs. And Chris Appleton is incredibly skilled at laying one. But then it was revealed that this was real. She really went platinum, and apparently in a quick turnaround in one session. And there's been all sorts of talk about that. But yeah, no, I thought the same thing. She looked incredible. In that it was unbelievable. So kudos to her. She brought the gilded glamour, as did so many others. So go to TheTease.com, check out the full list. Let us know if you liked, if we missed somebody. We'd be curious to hear.
And you know, one last thing on the Met Gala, I don't think all the Kardashians should be invited next year. I don't.
Let us know if you all feel the same way. Please, you know, Kelly, that's a hot take. And we might get some flack from the Kardashian family, a cease and desist letter. Let's hope not.
Or
something that's not going to get us a cease and desist.
Yeah.
It would be. Also on TheTease.com, one of our favorite headlines is a story about Chi hair care. So Chi went ahead and launched their Chi Naturals with aloe vera and hyaluronic acid. If you thought that hyaluronic acid is just a skincare superhero, you would be very, very wrong, because it turns out the popular ingredient isn't just great for your skin, but also for strands. And that's why we were beyond excited to learn that Chi Hair Care recently launched a new product line with hyaluronic acid as one of its star ingredients. Called the Chi Naturals with Aloe Vera and Hyaluronic Acid Collection, which is a mouthful. This 6-piece line consists of body and hair products that are designed to provide intense hydration and nourishment, as well as increased shine and softness to both skin and hair. And its special blend of aloe vera and hyaluronic acid will minimize frizz and breakage for radiant, healthy-looking hair while keeping skin smooth and glowing, which we love, especially for the summer. Let's be real. It's about to get real out there in those streets. So, Kelly, I mean, it's proven. It's now here on market. Are you putting hyaluronic acid in your hair?
You know, I know, and I believe after speaking with Dr. Farouk Shami, the inventor, owner, creator, entrepreneur behind Chi and many other products and tools, that what they do is put a lot of research and development into the products that they are curating and developing for us. And so I say, yes, why not? Who doesn't love something that's going to minimize frizz and breakage? I want to look I want my hair to look healthy looking. And, you know, also a little cherry on top is that the packaging is sustainably manufactured as well. So to encourage a circular economy for us to reduce, reuse, and recycle, which is also a main point of the brand. So, you know, I shall use this. I believe Kim is going to need this as well. And she may experience some breakage. So she's going to need to nourish and hydrate those locks.
Yes. Don't we all? We all need a little bit of that. All right. Last of our favorites from TheTease.com of late is an article called Celebrity Hairstylist Kaya Wright on her new book and the importance of diversifying your income. We all heard from Kaya Wright on the podcast a few episodes back, but we also talked around TheTease.com with an in-depth article because Kaya's kind of it. You know, she's got so many accolades. And one more thing that she's added to her resume is a book, From Beauty to Business, The Guaranteed Strategy to Building, Running, Growing a Successful Beauty Business, officially hits bookstores tomorrow on May 10th. A memoir and a resource guide, the book shares Wright's advice on navigating your finances, harnessing the power of social media, and setting yourself up for success with business. Everything that beauty pros truly need to know in order to really kick it into high gear. And our article on TheTease.com is all about it and more. So go over there, read all about it. But Kelly, let's talk a little bit about your creative side. What did you think about the article as well as the book? I mean, we've talked about Kaya a couple of times here. We love her. We're big fans. What are your thoughts?
You know, I think kudos to her. She is very multifaceted and, you know, understanding that your creative side is really important, but the business side is really necessary, right? So the yin to the yang, you know, you're going to need both. So she talks about being purposeful with your money and your finances and some of the things that she experienced early on in her career. And, you know, she has perspective on now. So, you know, I think it's looking at the long game, making sure that you surround yourself with great people, mentors, financial advisors, great accountants, all of those great things. So definitely worth a read, grabbing the book because she shares and kind of breaks it down for all of us.
Which, gotta love it. I mean, all the power to her. Thank you so much, Kaya, for being on the podcast. Go to TheTease.com, read that article. And then if you are inspired, go and add that book to cart. I mean, let's go ahead and do it. Let's support people that are doing the right thing. As always, so much going on TheTease.com. Thank you to our hardworking editors. We are proud to publish stories that salon pros and consumers care about.
Next up, our episode with Marybel and Jessica from Wild Roots Salon and Boutique in Waco, Texas. Be sure to hit subscribe, rate and review, and follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok at Read the Tease, and send in questions to volumeup@thetease.com.
Volume Up is a Tease Media production. This episode was produced by Monica Hickey and Madeline Hickey. Brian Daly is our editor and audio engineer. Thank you to our creative team for putting together the graphics for this episode.